Okay, while we're waiting for the exhaust to cool to go in and do those O2 sensor deals, we got this headlight. We'll be replacing with that one. This one there. Now these aren't the best. As you can see, they're still a little hazy. They're better than that. And what we do plan on doing is these to kind of be temporary. We'll put those in, and then we're going to take these off and sand them down and buff them and make them clear. So eventually these will look better than that. But for now, these will have to do. Pay 30 bucks a pop for these things at Pick and Pull. So they are OEM. Go ahead and put them in. Okay, and these are probably like the easiest headlights on the plant change, that may be next to like those Impala piece of crap cars. That pull tab and that pull tab. Lift those up, headlight will come out, we can undo the connectors, put that one in, and then boom, done. That's half done. Two-faced. Get the other side done with the quickness. Alrighty, and that's headlights in. Guess I should have done it before and after, but trust me, you couldn't see shit before. At least now you might be able to see something in the dark. Check the brights. Do the brights work with the... Let me put you guys down. And we'll go back and you can tell me if it works or not. Pretty sure those work. So, at least the garage acted like they were working. Okay, and we'll be moving on to the interior here in a sec. All we got to do is take our old sun visors out. That didn't have mirrors, and we'll put these guys with mirrors in there. They're not illuminated. They do have mirrors, so we'll go inside the interior, do that stuff next. Okay, now that we're in here, we can see up at the sun visor on the driver's side, looks like there's two Phillips screws. On the passenger side, we have two T20 Torques that are holding the sun visor in. Now, the ones I pulled at the junkyard were actually the same. It actually had Phillips on this side and Torques on that side, but I'm going to go ahead and I took a couple of spare Torques from a few other of the cars that were out there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to make everything a T20 Torques. That way everything's nice and uniform. So go ahead and get this non-mirrored one out of here. And then put it in. So it's self-explanatory as that. Take those two out, new one in, and we're done. I got the two T20 Torques back in there to replace the Phillips that were. Got our matching color sun visor. Now I can look at how awesome I am while I'm driving down the road, or parked. Hell yeah. Alright, do the same thing on the other side. And then we'll move on to the next interior thing. And the reason why we didn't do the oxygen sensors or spark plugs or transmission range selector yet is because the weather sucks. And as you can see, we've changed locations. So, weather sucks. O2 sensors didn't go so good. That'll be coming in another video, but we can, at least on this crappy, nasty day, get to some of the interior stuff. Since, you know, we can always turn the heat on in the car. So, bust this side out. It's the same as the other, and then we'll move on. Okay, now another thing going on with this was the ticket light is not working. So, how you pull this thing down, because we're going to check and see if it's wired up or what the deal is. Whenever the rivets are facing this direction, like there's one on the left and one on the right, if you're to look forward out of the car, and your bulb is back here, you need to kind of push forward on this and then pull. And then when you do that, you're going to get this little metal piece that comes through the headliner here. At that point, we're going to just slide this back, and then that's going to come out. We're going to look at the wires. You're just going to pull. Oh, damn, that's really in there. Ugh. Well, alrighty then. So we do have wires going here and here. The light into the switch. So I'm going to have to get the multimeter out and see if we have power going to this thing or not. Okay, boys, so I got our little dealio off, and we do have 12 volts of power coming out of this thing. So the problem lies with this. Either this socket or the switch. So this is dead. I need to go to pick and pull and get another one of these. But at least we don't have a wiring issue, then we know, because that's good. We got 12 volts of power, so. And then also off camera, I got this side's sun visor in, so. Alright. Well, now we're going to address that door thing, I reckon. That door not wanting to stay open. Okay, so it looks like what we got going on in here is there's like this piece of rubber. There's like a gap between it and this metal piece, that white metal piece. See how there's some play in there? I'm going to try to shove something in there to make that white piece stay in contact with that rolly piece. So I got a ginormous washer here. I'm just going to try to force in there once I lube it up a little. Alright, so before my camera gets too wet. Okay, so I use my pry tool. I kind of just shove this guy in here. So now we can just kind of get it flush a little, and then we'll test it. Alright. Okay, door stays there. And door stays there. So there we go. A washer in the door between the rubber deal and the metal deal seems to do the trick. That was a Sweet Project Cars on YouTube, actually. I got that little tip from, so. Well, you know, it actually works. Okay, moving on to the next is we don't have a courtesy light that comes on when we enter the car. When we open the door, it's freaking dark as hell in here. Now, both map lights work. But we need to pull this plastic cover off and take a peek-see in here and see if we have a dome light, or if it's missing, or if it's burned out, or what the deal is. I suspect and hope that's the only problem, so we'll get to that next. Okay, so we got the plastic deal off. This is how it was. And so this is the tab that holds it in. I grabbed my plastic pry tool here. Stuck it, let me get this to focus for you. Stuck it right up in there, and then just pried like that. Then it comes right down, then pulls off. So it comes down, pulls out. So we do have a bulb in here. This is the courtesy light. Looks like it's intact or not. I'll have to put you down and then yank it out. This is a P906. I mean, it looks intact. I think I got a spare inside though. So I'll grab it and test it, I guess. But this looks intact. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe it's not. The new bulb in, but I still got nothing going on here. Opening the doors won't turn that on. Locking and unlocking the door. I don't know. Light still doesn't turn on, so we'll have to figure that out. We'll have to figure out if we do or don't have power going to that. Obviously we don't, because that's two bulbs it doesn't work with. So having that set the example with two bulbs not working, we assume we're not getting power to the interior dome light for some reason. So I'll investigate that, but for now I'll just put my little plastic deal back on. That guy. Okay, now originally we didn't have a fuse cover, but I took one from the scrapyard and I painted over in white the fuses that are not used. So you were wondering, which fuses are you supposed to have in your O2 Crown Vic? The ones that don't have white over them. Got some spares in there. I also put a few spares in here. Like, for example, you'll note 2, 11, and 20. That. Don't have fuses, but you'll see one in 2, 11, and 20. It's because they actually fit in here and they don't just fly out, but they come out in all the other ones. So those 3 are essentially spares. And then that way I've got more spares that I need, but if you want to know, hey, which ones are fuses or which ones should I keep fuses in, take a good look. On your O2, these are all the ones the fuses should be in, with the exception of 2, 11, and 20. So there's no fuse in fuse 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 20, and the ones on the right side over there. It says there's not supposed to be one in 29 through 33 or whatever, but technically 28 on this car and 29 are kind of the same deal. So that one big fuse takes up both those spots. And then nothing until the very top one here. So now we know. Alright, so the only other thing on the interior that we can do on this crappy day, I think, is going to be in the back. We don't have any rear defrost, so that needs to get reattached to that. Now, they make some sort of glue, I think. And then we'll be done. We will have everything we can do on the interior done, with the exception of that. We have to figure out the dome light still, and then that ticket light. And then everything else in here will be done. Except maybe the mirror switch we need to do, because the power mirrors still don't move, so I can only assume the switch is bad. None of the fuses look blown. So, alright, we'll do that. Okay, so we got some jump cutting going on here, but we're inside with the top of the ticket light dome dealio. And what I did was took the switch off, because we already confirmed with the scanner, or the UEI meter, that we did have voltage in the car. So pulled the switch off. I went back out to the car, and I touched these two things together with a light bulb in there, and the light illuminated. So the switch is bad, but I don't actually think the switch itself is bad. I think these contacts are just dark and black and nasty. It's not getting a good connection, so I'm going to go ahead and scrub those clean, put the switch and everything back together, and then try it. And if it works, I'll put this back in the car, and then I'll have a ticket light. So we'll at least have that part done. Okay, we're back in the car. I got my map lights on here, just showing. So I got that plugged back in, and I just have to switch out with the bulb in just to see if it works. And ta-da! Ticket light works, and it's fucking bright too, so that'll be nice. Actually, I have some freaking lights to show whatever's going on up here in the front. So, alright, that's how we fix the ticket light. I'll just take it back inside right quick, clean my bulb, put my switch back in proper, then reaffix that back into the headliner, and we are DUN. So that is how you service your ticket light. When you confirm that you do have power here, the switch clicks, the light does not come on. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace. Alright, so I used my little Permatex repair kit kajigger, and I got that tab reaffixed. So I gotta wait 24 hours before it fully cures and turns on the defrost, they say. So we'll just leave it where it is right there. Actually, let me get... There we are. So that's reaffixed. And in a day or so, when I get around to it, we'll plug that back in, we'll test, and hopefully our defogger works. And I apologize for all these sirens, but the fellows are living their preferred lifestyle, and, you know, they've been sirens for the last, like, 5 minutes straight, so whatever. Alright, so we got that done. I just used my old shop vac to clean out the trunk. So now we're going to go ahead and vacuum up our interior and then clean it, and then we can start throwing our floor mats we got from the scrapyard and everything in here. This thing will be fairly legit until I get Katie with her little pet cleaner machiner deal to clean these seats out, and we'll be good. But for now, I think we're done mechanically until we do something else, and I don't really think you guys want to watch me clean it. So alright, that'll do it for now till we get some more progress going with this thing. Thanks for watching. Peace.